The Pyro Archon is here. I have a whopping like 40 or 52 pools saved up for her currently. We should be sweet on pity as well because I am at like 60 something. 59 pity. However, we are on a 50-50. It's time to bring home the Pyro Archon. I did a trial and oh my god, she does an absurd amount of damage. So let's see if we can get a bit lucky here. This would be 69 pity. Not really too fast on any of the 4-stars. They're not great for this account. Bennett's already C6. Diona, I don't know what she is. This is now 79 pity, so this should be our 5-star. Or not. It's not our 5-star. That is a very solid pull. We get Fischl, not even on the banner. The Widsith and Diona, I'll take it. This now brings us to 89 pity, so if this isn't a 5-star, I would be incredibly worried. But we do see a 5-star. So now, win the 50-50. Please. Mavuika. Oh god. Double 5-star, please. Can I please see a double 5-star? That's a Diona. Well, we don't talk about that. That was yeah, definitely didn't happen. Another Diona. We are 100% having C6 Diona today. Yep, indeed, there is already C6 Diona. So let me jump in here. We can not buy them. They reset in an hour, so I'll do that in an hour. Let me buy those. Is that enough for a temple? No, it is not enough for a temple. Now, because I'm lazy and can't wait another hour, let me do more pulls. I'm just going to do a bunch of single pulls, and then I'll do another 5 single pulls when we get that in an hour. So we'll wait an hour, we'll get those 5, and other than that, I will have to do something. That's C5 Kachina now, almost C6. And it is now technically a new day in the game, which means we have some more pulls. I have also gone and done the Imaginarium Theatre, because that reset when everything else did. So now I have one more 10 pull. Mavuika. Pretty please. Please just be a Kachina. Thank you. Obviously, we wanted Mavuika, but that is not going to happen today, which is slightly concerning because I was really going for the fact that we get Mavuika today and then I could get this video out because it needs to come out in the next couple hours. So I'm going to go try to create a new video idea in the next 20 minutes and get that recorded in the next 20 minutes. And I will see you all in a little bit. It has been quite the number of days, but I have done quite a few things. As you can see by this behind me, I have done the latest, or the newest and last probably, Natlan Archon quest. I've also completed Mavuika's story quest. And if we jump over to Inazuma, I have fully 100%ed all of Inazuma, which I'd already done most of previously. It was just Narakumi Island I haven't finished, and a little bit of this, which I still need to do the last couple acts of this quest here, but I'll get around to that. It's a multi-day quest. It takes a minute. But we've done some questing. We've got some pulls. I was actually really looking forward to doing the Natlan Archon quest, the latest one, just because of how divided people have been over it. Like, I've seen a ton of people say they love it, a ton of people say they hate it. And I was like, I gotta check it out, see what it's like. In my opinion, it is the coolest Archon quest. Like with the fights and the animations and all that stuff and the traversal stuff you do and all that stuff. It's the coolest Archon quest. In terms of story, it does have good story towards the end, but I still rather Fontaine. I think Fontaine has it in story, but Natlan's Archon quest is the best in terms of the action and all that stuff. It nails the action. It's very cool. But enough yapping. It is time to bring home the Pyro Archon because I have pools now. I have about 21 pools, which is going to bring us to bang on 75 pity. Let's see how this goes. We are guaranteed, so we just need to get a 5-star. Okay, well, we're not going to get super early. That's a shame. Let's see a 5-star, please. No? Okay, great. Well, I would have liked a little bit early, but we don't see early, unfortunately. We see a Kachina, though. I'll take it. I don't know what she is constellation-wise. I think she's C6. There's another Kachina. And a Rain Slasher. Solid pull. Kachina is indeed C6, so we get more pulls out of that. So this will bring us to 79 pity, I think. This is 75. We see a 4-star. If it's a Kachina, we get to 80 pity. It's a Kachina. Okay. This is 76 pity now. 79 pity. Come on. There we go. 79 pity. Didn't have to go to 80. And there is Mavuika. Now it's just a matter of dumping all of the not that many resources that we have all into her and trying to get her leveled up as much as possible. I have done her quest, her story quest, so we do have, I think, enough of everything except for these to get her up to level 90. So we should be good. Hopefully, I should be able to farm all of these. We shall see. Anyway, there is level 60. That is where we're going to start needing these and these. Also, Mora may prove to be a problem. But then we also have to do talents, which, again, I think it should be okay. I forget what we want to build her with for talents. We want to go burst, skill, normal attack. I don't think her normal attack is useful at all. So just burst and skill. So let's just get her burst as far as we can go and her skill as far as we can go. For the time being, obviously, we'll get them hopefully up to 7 or 8, depending on weekly boss drops, which she probably needs the newest one, so that might not happen. Now it's just a matter of weapons. I mean, we could just use Kinnich's one for crit rate, you know, crit stats. Or we could also use, I think, this one, Earthshaker, works pretty well. I'm not too sure. I'll have to look at some guides because I don't know how to build my characters. One thing I do know that we want to run is Obsidian Codex. That is like a must. We want Obsidian Codex. Okay, there is a build for the time being. I will need to double check what we want to do in terms of the stats and main stats and stuff, but I think that should be good enough. It puts her at 47 EM. I probably want that to be higher. Attack, we're not going to worry about because she's only level 60, but we get a 50 to 191. So we get an extra 40% crit rate, which will bring this 50 to 90. So that's good enough that it is 90 to 191. I would like slightly higher crit damage. Let me go check some guides really quick and I will come back to figuring out what I need to do. Okie dokes. So we have figured out what I want to run with our lovely Mavuika here. We want team-wise Mavuika, then Farina, Benny Boy, wherever he's gone, and Shalonen. That should in theory work. As for Mavuika's stuff, I have swapped her over to a Elemental Mastery because that's better. You can use Mailed Flower, but I don't think I need any more EM. I mean, I could use it. It's already leveled up. You know what? Screw it. Let's do that. It's not exactly the stats I was looking for, but hey, it works. Now let's try to level her up and then we will deal with everything else later. Let's go grab all of these. We get her to level 90. We hit 1,000,000 damage. And now there is none of these left. We have 96 of them. That might cause problems, possibly. Okay, now we have everything except for the flowers. Mavuika can now go up to level 70 and hopefully level 80 as well. Yes, indeed, there is level 80. Thank you very, very much. Level 90, we have everything except for these, which we need another 39 of. Now, while we are here, let's do these talents as well. We get them up to 6, and that's how we need this, which is, I'm assuming, the new boss. So let me just level this one up to 6 as well. Let me go run that. Hope we get the right drops. If not, I'm just going to create the right drops. Well, as expected of Genshin, their weekly boss fights just keep getting worse and worse. What is this? Please let me attack you, for goodness sakes. Oh, great. Cut the thing in half again. Yay. Awesome. It's like forcing you to use a bow character because I can't hit them with anything else half the time. There we go. Finally. Jesus Christ, that thing is very, very painful. But are we going to see the drop I want? We actually do. Lovely. We only get 2 of them, which means we're only going to be able to get one of them up to 8 or both of them up to 7. So not exactly optimal, but it's better than nothing. So we'll take it. Now, for what we're going to level up, I think I'm just going to focus on her burst for the time being because that does big numbers. I mean, like big numbers. So for the time being, I think I'm just going to get her burst up to 8. I need some more of these, which aren't open, but I can craft them. Then I'll deal with her other stuff, her elemental skill and normal attack and all that stuff. We will deal with that at a later point in time. Her normal attack will probably happen much later. I don't think it is useful whatsoever. However, I'm getting up to number 2, so don't need the lowest drops. I like doing that. So now we can also put her elemental burst up to level 8. So now everything is good except for level 90, which I just need some of the flowers for, so I have to go to Fontaine only for that, which is going to be very, very painful. So let me go jump in Fontaine only, grab all the things I need, all the flowers. I only need another 39 of them. And then we will get her to 90 and hit 1,000,000 damage or something crazy like that, because that would be funny. I am also just going to level up her normal attack up to 6, just because I like it. It looks prettier. Okay, farming has been done. We can now get the Pyro Archon all the way up to level 90, hopefully. If we have the books to do so, which we do not. We are probably a lot more than one short. Well, convenient timing. Daily commissions have reset, so I can just do this, and now my dailies are done. And we can also go run as many ley lines as we need. I guess I'll just run all of them because I'm going to need more ley line drops in the future. So we can now level her up and get all of those big numbers possible. Well, here is our build as of the time being. We have the talents at level 668. D0. I don't think she actually needs that many constellations to be good, which is lovely. We're running her on a okay enough build. Running her with a EM, pyro damage, crit damage. I think that should work good enough. She's running the mailed flower and she's level 90. She has 1500 attack, 343 EM with a 47 to 211 crit ratio. So let's go to a boss somewhere and see what she does. Okay, rotations. That into Benny Boy. Then to Shalonen. Do that. Mavuika. 390k. That's definitely getting up there. Okay, let's give this another shot. I'm going to wait a little bit because I want to get Farina's fanfare even higher. Okay, let's give it a shot now. It didn't crit. Excuse me. How didn't you crit? I feel like Farina's not getting her fanfare as quickly as I would like. So I'm going to do a little switcheroo with the rotations. I think rotations be Farina, Shalonen, Benny, Mavuika. Maybe that could work. Okay, let's try this again. Farina to Shalonen now. Then Benny Boy. Then Mavuika. We didn't crit again. Although this now hits 60k. We have 87% crit rate. How do we not crit? And I'm pretty sure that was a non-crit because it was a small number. And normally small numbers aren't crits. Crit rate by 20% for 300 seconds. That will literally give us a 100% crit rate. If we do not crit using this, I am going to have a very, very stern word to Genshin because that is actually not even possible. We have to crit with 100% crit rate. Rotations. This time we are going to crit. So, Mavuika, I want to get one more stack of fanfare. Boom. 500k. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. That's pretty good. I quite enjoy that damage. I have seen people hit like 1,000,000 though, so I really like to hit 1,000,000, but I think for that, you'd probably want her signature weapon, and then you'd also probably want a C2 Shalonen maybe, and a C1 Farina. You would most likely want her signature weapon if you wanted to hit 1,000,000 damage. Then you could also knock off a little bit of crit rate to then get more crit damage, and then you'd have nicer stats. But I do not have her signature weapon, so oh well. I would very much like to acquire her signature weapon, but we don't have pools and we don't have any pity. Or we do have a little bit, but not much. Correction, we have like none. We have 7 pity, so yeah, that's not going to happen. Let's try out this team against our lovely boy Scaramouche, and I'm going to make sure I use crit rate food again so we actually crit, because I don't want to miss a crit this time. I don't want to run this domain more than once. Just from using Mavuika so far, she seems to fit in like a really weird role in the teams because she does big damage, so you expect to use her as a, burst DPS. However, she doesn't do that consistent damage. Like Mavuika has really, really good burst damage, massive burst damage, but then her other damage is not that great. Like her skill damage can do some solid stuff, but it's nothing crazy. Like I feel like it wouldn't be the kind of skill you would use on field a ton unless you specifically built her to do on-field stuff with her skill. She just seems to be big number kind of character, which I mean, I am not complaining. Big numbers are cool, but I would also like her to actually do some more consistent damage in teams. But then again, that's also probably her build is not the greatest, so we could definitely use some work on that. Let's go Farina to Farina, do a Shalonen, do a Benny Boy, get one more Saka Fanfare. Boom. 600,000. That's quite pretty. I definitely think if I could get her on her signature weapon, maybe bump this up to like 400 elemental mastery, get her on her signature, and then just slightly improve her artifacts a little bit, get some more crit damage out of her. 1 million is definitely possible. And that is now definitely the highest damage on this account. 604,593. And I am not complaining. That's lovely damage. I will be using her against bosses in the Abyss a lot because that's sort of where I could see her doing most of her good stuff. So this weapon hopefully will come home this update, but I doubt it. I'll keep doing some pulls. We'll see what happens. But with that being said, I'm going to leave it here. I am very, very happy with this. Mavuika is sick. Motorbike looks pretty sick. If you like this video, go check out my Hu Tao video to see how she compares to Mavuika. But with that being said, I'll see you all next time. Good. Bye.